Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a brand new release for the year 2021. This one by Yeye Parfums is called Golden Aura. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on it, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin my review of Golden Aura by Yeye Parfums, and I tell you all about this fragrance, what it smells like, the performance, longevity, projection, all of that good stuff, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, if you like fragrance reviews or top 10s here on YouTube, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and enable all notifications by clicking on the bell. It would really mean a lot to me. Now, the perfumer for this fragrance is Ernesto Sanchez Bujanda. I believe he has done all of the fragrances for this brand. I actually did a house overview of all of the fragrances in the brand. There's about 6. I'm going to leave a card to that up here. If you are interested in my detailed thoughts on each one of the fragrances within the brand, of course, this is going to be my solitary review on Golden Aura. I do have the full bottle, so I can show you the presentation. And let me just say, this is such a unique fragrance. It has pimento seeds, bergamot, violet, osmanthus. It has a little bit of patchouli, cashmeron. It has so many agreeable elements, this silky smooth sandalwood that's being used in the base. And I think the sandalwood in and of itself conveys a gold aura. But in any case, I'm excited to talk to you a little bit more about the smell in detail. But let's start things off with the presentation. So this fragrance opens up with a nice bit of freshness. So you have this bergamot note in here, and I think there's another ingredient that's also contributing to that friendly and clean vibe of the fragrance, and it's the note of violet. Now, as far as the violet is concerned, it is definitely of the cleaner variety. I know when we think of violet, sometimes we might think of like a Dior Fahrenheit, which kind of can give off this rubbery, leathery, petrol-like vibe. That is not what you're getting in this fragrance. It's a very clean, smooth type of a violet. And I think the reason so is because it's paired up with the bergamot, but then there's also this osmanthus note in here. Now, my experience with the note of osmanthus, it can be quite bold depending on the concentration, but there's also this apricot sort of a vibe that the osmanthus note can give off. Now, in the case of this fragrance, I don't get too much of a fruity vibe, but I do get that cashmeron that is lingering in this fragrance, and I think it's very well done and adding this nice bit of smoothness while also complementing that creamy sweetness from the sandalwood, which is also working in conjunction with the vanilla. Now, I think that Golden Aura is predominantly coming from the sandalwood and the vanilla, and it opens up very fresh, slightly floral, but very clean, elegant, and professional. But then you also get this warmth in the base that is so delectable and so likable, and you almost have these amber facets, right? There's more vanilla than anything else, and of course, vanilla is used in the synthesis of an amber accord, but I don't get a true amber per se because I'm not getting a ton of benzoin and labdanum and other resins to really make it feel like an amber, but it does certainly feel like a vanilla. And I think it's the vanilla, the violet, the osmanthus, and the cashmeron that create this sultry, sweet vibe. And of course, the sandalwood is a chief player and a chief contributor to that accord as well. So what I can say about this one, it opens up very fresh, very clean, very professional smelling, and right away you get a little bit of a spicy kick on account of the pimento seeds, but then you also have like this creamy, sweet, almost golden aura, as the name implies. And so there is a bit of a synesthetic overlap, right? You smell it and it does sort of convey this ambery or this golden hue, and I think it's a combination of all of the notes. I don't think there's one specific note that's doing that, but I think it's a combination of all of the notes that are in here. Now, of course, the more that I smell it, the more that sweetness starts to tone down a little bit, and more of the ingredients in the base start to coalesce, and they become kind of on the same playing field, if you will, where neither one is stronger than the other. They sort of balance each other out. And that sort of bright effervescence from the opening on account of the bergamot definitely does subside after like the first 15 or 20 minutes. But you still get remnants and shadows of the violet and the osmanthus, which I think are two key players, especially in the heart. There's nothing overly woodsy about this one aside from the sandalwood. What I'm saying is I'm not getting a lot of like guaiac wood or cedar wood or anything like that. I am getting that creamy exotic sweetness from the sandalwood. And this just smells very regal, very opulent. It smells very expensive, and I think the price is very fair. So I'm going to leave all of the information down below. But if you are looking for something that I think is going to be a home run this autumn and winter, you're looking for something on the side of ambery with more of an emphasis on the vanilla and the woods, and you want something that conveys that sort of regal, opulent smell, that golden aura, that's precisely what you're going to get with this fragrance. And I am a fan of this fragrance, very much so. Super stoked to have this one in my collection. And this is going to be in the high rotation because I think in addition to how much I enjoy the smell, it's also incredibly versatile. And I think it also has a very high compliment factor as well. So I'm a fan. Very well done, Yeye Parfums. I know there's another fragrance that I'm looking forward to reviewing as well. It's called York No. 7. That fragrance, in my opinion, is very clean, fresh, professional, mint-based fragrance. So there's a lot of really good gems to check out from this brand. Once again, I'm going to leave a card, or I have left the card earlier on in the review up here. I don't think I can leave the same card twice, but check it out if you want to see what my thoughts are on all of their fragrances. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I definitely find this fragrance to be unique. Everything from the carrot seed to the cashmeron, the vanilla, those ambery nuances in the base. I think this one really stands out. No comparison of any other fragrance that I own or have smelled, and the overall smell is very, very pleasant. A lot of agreeable elements in here. Nothing about it is daring or challenging, but it possesses that type of DNA that I think will warrant compliments, or will garner compliments, I should say. Longevity on this one, 8+ hours. The projection is amazing for the first 2 hours of application. It will radiate slightly beyond an arm's length at that 2.5 to 3 hour mark, slightly below an arm's length, and it won't start to sit closer to the skin until about that 6.5 to 7 hour mark. In terms of the versatility, very versatile. I think you can pretty much wear this one in any season. I probably would prefer to wear it in the spring, the fall, in the winter, sun, summer. I think this one is really good for casual scenarios, but also dressed up scenarios, because it does have that opulent demeanor that I was talking about. So I can definitely see myself enjoying this one on a dressed up scenario. Perfectly unisex. Anybody of any age can wear this one. You can wear this one to the office, but you can also wear this one on a date and a romantic night out, or even if you're just celebrating a particular occasion later in the evening, going to a nice restaurant or a bar or something like that. It's up to your imagination. And then also in terms of the presentation, I love the new bottles. I think it looks really, really nice. I enjoy everything about it, from the tassel to the logo to just everything. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you are looking for a really nice, creamy sandalwood and vanilla type of a fragrance with this clean floral heart comprising of violet and osmanthus, please check this one out. Definitely conveys a golden aura, which is the namesake of the perfume, and I think they hit the nail right on the head. The perfumer Ernesto and the creative director Ryan York, I think both of them did an amazing job. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to try this fragrance or any fragrance from this brand, they do have discovery sets. I never recommend blind buying, but I'm going to leave a link down below to where you can get your hands on a discovery set. It's very affordable, and so thank you for watching. If you took something of value from this video, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Make sure to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Thanks again for watching. Love you all. We'll see you soon. Bye.